Hey there, welcome back to RGB TV, I guess. This is definitely RGB or RGB TV. And boy, what a mess of an introduction. But who cares? We're here, you're here, and as the title implies, I've got some really fun action on the menu with Minchul here. I assume it's Minchul. The chances are very high that it's Minchul on the name 98G Barcode 3. You're on the olive green Zerk, and his opponent is 458 on the Protoss. Don't forget the exclamation marks there at the end. So yeah, whenever we have 458, we know the game is going to get exciting. Specifically when he's playing against these top-level fastest streamers. The absolute Gosus among the fastest Gosus. Minchul, I think you can consider him like top 4 player out of all the fastest map players in the history of fastest. He is, oh, I don't really have to say much more. Top 4? That's insanely high level. And 458 is the bane of their existence. I think nobody has as much experience playing against these top level streamers in 1v1 as 458. Because 458 just shows up to their stream and says, hey, let's play some 1 versus 1. Your viewers love it. I love it. Everyone loves it. I love it. Do you? I think you do too. 458 delivers amazing opposition against these Gosus. Gosus, of course, meaning the best of the very best among the best experts you've ever laid eyes upon. So, yeah, I think I spent like 90 seconds just talking up how good they are. So let's hope that they're not going to disappoint. They better not disappoint, because I will write a very strongly worded disappointed letter if they wind up disappointing you and me in this game. So the expectations are high. The pressure is up on both these players, although of course they don't know that we're expecting excitement. Starts off with a hatchery in the front, pool in the back, and hatchery number 2 in the back as well, or technically hatchery number 3. And then we got the Sunken there coming up in the front. Minchul is assuming he's not going to get rushed, but I'd say 3 gateways after a Nexus counts as a rush. He's playing it a little bit, cheap, I'd say. He's playing it a little bit cheap. 1 Sunken and about 6 Zerglings. 6 Zerglings is about the standard, though. So now let's look for that opponent. Where is 458 on the map? Minchul keeping 2 S Zerglings there at home to maybe catch the probe. Zergling there. So he spotted the probe there with the Overlord, sends the Zergling to attack. The probe is going to run into the Sunken there. It took some damage. He's going to avoid the Sunken. Great control there from 458. Avoiding probe death. Pulls it back home. Cannon in the back there is finished up to protect against the Zerglings. Zerglings might try to go for a little bit of harassment, though it doesn't look like there's anything to harass. Triple Zealot is on the way. Gas number 2 is on the way as well. Gas number 1 finished, of course. Cybercore is warping in. More panels being thrown down. You're back at home. We've got Minchul adding on hatchery number 4 and 5. No gas has been started yet. Pulling some drones to the front to beef it up, make it a little bit stronger and more resilient, because he knows Zealots are, of course, going to be on the way, because he did scout those triple gateways. Which, of course, can only mean a single thing. Zealots are in production. And there's one thing you don't want, is those Zealots walking through without much opposition. Trying to catch the probe. Probe makes it out alive, though, goes back home. Probably going to try to secure the middle with those Zealots, get a pylon on the middle, and start building robotic proxy on the middle. That is usually the recipe most Protoss players have on their menu, but he's pulling gateway number 4 and 5. He might not even go for a pylon on the middle, might not even go for the very fast robotics on the middle, but he's pulling the probe there to the front. He's going to build the proxy robos in his base, so they're not going to be proxy robos at all. A cannon in the front, of course, as well, to add a little bit of protection. Zergling there on the side, still running back and forth, scouting for information. Gets a cannon shot and stays alive. He really wants to find that advanced technology, so he's got the timings in his head for the things he's going to need. Notice how he hasn't built a Hydralisk Den yet, because he hasn't found a robotics. And if there's no robotics, you can delay your Hydralisk then. So Stargate is finished up. Corsair should soon be on the way. 2 robots are in the front, outside of Zergling vision, so he doesn't exactly know where the Zerglings are. Zealots are in the front, trying to break through, but Zerglings are protecting. Drones are forming a nice little wall to make sure the Zealots can't get through. He did kill a Sunken, killed about 6 or so Zerglings as well, but didn't break through, so that was a very costly attack that didn't actually do much damage. So things are looking great for Minchul. Finally getting his double Hydralisk den. He's scouting the base with the Overlord, gathering a little bit more information at the cost of losing an Overlord. 1 Overlord hanging there in the entrance so we can see Zealots, Dragoons, or whatever else is leaving the base. Leave the base. Information is basically the #1 currency that you want to have on your bank account. When you have all the information on what your opponent is doing, you can adapt and adjust. And I think that is one of the main takeaways of Fastest Map, is reading your opponent with information gathering and adjusting and adapting to what is happening. For example, Minchul has his very first Hydralisk finished at 6 minutes into the game. It is a single one. It's just a single one to keep that Corsair away. He might have just played it a little bit too risky there though, because we have a shuttle coming in. Gonna drop some Zealots there inside of Minchul's base. 2 more Hydralisks are on the way, a couple Zerglings as well. But now there is currently no opposition. It looks like Minchul was playing it a little bit too risky, trying to get too rich too quick, and not having enough units to defend against the simple 4 Zealots in the back of his base. The Zerglings, they're no match. They're going down pretty quick because I do believe he's got level 1 attack finished there on his Zealots. No, he does not. Usually he does at this point have level 1 attack, but he's going for a shield first. Lags are on the way. Dragoon range also on the way. Double Reaver back at home, finishing up, getting picked up, getting flown across the map. Gonna go for a drop there, but there's Overlords on the sides, and this time around we do have more Hydralisks finished up. Range and speed for his Hydralisks also both finished up. Shuttle is flying around, looking for a way in, leaving vision. Minchul is tracking it quite well. Got a Corsair on the bottom side, a Zealot there on the bottom side as well. Shuttle makes its way in. Shuttle's gonna get taken down. A Reaver unloads. Reaver shoots on a single Hydra, gets taken down. Great split there from Minchul. Now 40 drones in total. Still only on 6 hatcheries, but he's growing bigger. Quite quickly at that. 60 probes there, 4, 4, 5, 8. Adding on more gateways. Reaver's finishing up there in the front. Gonna have to wait for more shuttles to finish up. A lot of technology there in the back. Got triple forge, well, double forge. Third one is on the way. Storm on the way. Scarab damage on the way. That's gonna be an interesting one. Which means he's gonna rely on Reavers for a while longer before facing over into High Templars completely. He's gonna basically use combination attacks of Reavers, Templars, Zealots. He might try to break through the front door at some point. Like, he's building Zealots for a reason on only 2 robotics. Usually only 2 robotics means he's going to focus on a frontal bust. Otherwise, he would focus way more on building a lot more robotics, because with robotics you can get shuttles, and you can shuttle those units into the enemy base. But when you have a very small amount of shuttles, you simply can't, and your only method of attack is going to be breaking to the front and dropping at the same time. 1 shuttle there though, a lonely shuttle, going to try to find a way through. Gonna wiggle and wriggle and micro around those Hydras. Unloads it, ooh, picks it back up. Tried to storm on the Hydras to open up a path into the base, but Minchul there with expert control is not just gonna let his Hydralisk get stormed to death. So still only 5 Sunkens in the front. Minchul might not be expecting a big mass frontal attack, because this is a lot of Zealots. And I think they've got level 1 shield finished up. Got level 1 attack and armor on the way as well. Getting 2 more robots there in the front. So he's gonna set himself up for the ability to have bigger shuttle drops happening if this frontal Zealot attack doesn't really work. But a Zergling there in the front spots out the Zealot, so he is in the know-how that this is coming. But he doesn't exactly know how many are coming, and does he have enough units prepared here back at home? I don't know. This is a pretty big Zealot Dragoon army ready to bust through the front door. Drop is coming in on the bottom side. His triple shuttle. Gonna have to... Oh, he can't take them all down. Dodge. Oh, he failed to dodge the storm. That was a very nasty one. Pretty much all the drones are dead and gone, and now a big army is breaking and busting through the front door. Minchul pulling his Hylids to the front. Is this gonna be enough? I don't know. He just lost a large chunk of his drones. He tried to snipe all the shuttles, but he couldn't. He couldn't snipe all the shuttles, and it really paid him dearly to not pull his drones away in time. He's on 12 drones. He's building a couple more on 22 now, 8 more on the way, but Dragoons are already taking down the hatchery in the front. 458 with solid production. Look at him, 600 minerals in the bank. He is spending really, really quick, really, really well. The Hydra's there though, in a pretty aggressive, proactive move, pushing those Dragoons out of the base, saving the hatchery. A couple drones here pulled to the front to build new Sunkens. Not a whole lot of them though, because he's really broke. 32 drones at the moment. A couple of them are going to turn into Sunkens, so it's going to be a couple less on the minerals. Another drop there from 4 shuttles on the top side gets spotted out by a burrowed Zergling. Got a couple Scorches there in the air. Hydas are in between, ready to intercept, but the shuttles are flying all the way around, and he might pull out. Gotta have a strong pull-out game if you don't want your shuttles to go to waste. So he's going to fly around, fly in a nice circle. Scorchers are on the hunt. We've got Dragoons in the front there, breaking through, killing Sunkens, killing hatcheries, killing Hydralisks. Scorches are going to hit, or are they not going to hit? Looks like they're not going to connect, as cannons are there to protect the shuttle, so he pulls them back all the way home. Strong, strong pull-out game, and he goes right back in. There's really just no reason to force a drop and lose the shuttles if you can just pull them back and go for another opportunity. So frontal attack happening, shuttles are coming in as well, nothing really in between. Hylids are trying to intercept, drones are running to safety, those shuttles are unloading, Reavers on the scene, one more shuttle there in the back. One more shuttle there in the back, it's got a Reaver inside, it's going to try to trick Minchul into pulling his drones back too early. It's working. Oh, the shuttle goes down right before the Reaver can unload, so that was a really close one. Course is on the top, killing overlords, denying vision. Minchul is trying to recover on 44 drones. His drones are running off the minerals time and time again. It's really slowing down his recovery. Plus all the Sunkens he has to build in the front, it's really not working too well. But at least he's staying alive. But he's continuously growing smaller in relation to 458. Got Shuttle in the front coming through. Can't unload the Templar. Scorchers is very, very good. Lurkers are morphing in the front. Zealots are killing everything they can. Going for the drones now. Going for the Hydralis. Sunkens on the sides. They're still providing some support. He's got 53 drones now. He's managed to recover really well by no longer making that same mistake from earlier, where he did not pull his drones in time. He's been playing very safe, pulling his drones on time, putting his Hydralisks in between the shuttle and his destination just in time, target firing very well. Now he's got that cute little mix-up of some Lurkers there in the front as well. We do have an Observer there to detect them though. The Lurkers might be a big game changer, they might not be. The Lurkers are amazing against Zealots, but the Zealots have level 1, 2, 1 upgrades. 1 armor, 2 shields, 1 attack. Spores in the front save the day, killing the Observers. Now the Lurkers are going to make a big difference, but the Scarabs there from the Reavers might still hit those Lurkers. So he's defending really well. Does he have upgrades on those Hydralisks? Big question. 1-1 on the Hydra, so despite having a very bad economy, he still has pretty good upgrades. And he's got more upgrades soon to be on the way. Now in a total of 7 hatcheries in the back. Not great, but not bad either. Compared to what 458 has in terms of production, things are looking really, really difficult. This is a real uphill battle. A really, really difficult uphill battle for 458. For Minchul, not for 458. The Sporter in the front really did make the difference though. The Spores finishing up and killing the Observer saved his life for sure. Got another big drop. This is a really big drop. How many shuttles does he have? He's got 8 shuttles in total. And what does he have inside? Let's let me click on them. Nothing, nothing. It's just a whole lot of nothing. Oh, wait. These 2 shuttles are the ones to look out for. What does he have inside? Temples are unloading. Temples are on the scene. He's going to storm and he kills a lot of drones. Oh, a good drone pool there though, but still killed a lot of drones. I think he had about 56, now down to 39. So not all of the drones were hotkeyed, but at least he saved about 36. Well, maybe 30. I'd say it's saved about 30, so he still has about 30 drones mining minerals. Not great. Not great. I mean, any damage that Minchul takes at this point is going to snowball 458 a little bit further ahead in the lead. But at least this frontal portion of Minchul's base is somewhat well protected. The Observer has Observer Vision Range upgrade though, so it can hang in the back outside of Observer Spore Vision. Shuttle goes down there in the front, kind of sloppy play there from 458, but he's putting pressure, he's keeping up the pressure. But the attack there kind of falls flat, kind of doesn't achieve much at all. I think he killed a Sunken, maybe 2 or 3 Hydralisks. That attack is really whiffed. Well defended there from Minchul. Of course, it's on the top. Got mass shuttle drop there coming in from the bottom side once again. Finds a really good angle. He cleared it out earlier. This is too many shuttles to take down. Drones, please run away. Drones, please survive. Templars are unloading a little bit too far away. Storms! He hits the storm and kills a small group of... Oh, he picks it up. Does he still have a Templar in there? Shuttles are finally going down. So drones return. He's got 35 drones. Now our follow-up attack is happening as well. This time around, he's taking a little bit more damage there, though. Hydralisk moving from the back to the front to save the day. The Hydralisk control, the use of Hydralisks for Minchul here has been really, really solid. He's finally almost on 100 supply. I think that's the first time in the game that Minchul has hit full 100 supply. Usually when you hit 100 supply, I don't want to say too much, but usually that is the point where things start to look a little bit better for the Zerg. But 458 has got different plans. A big mass attack is on the way, and a small drop is hanging behind. 2 Reavers there, and another drop there on the top side. Corsair is killing Overlords once again. Stormsing. Oh, he's using Storms instead of Reavers this time around. The Storms are doing a great job killing all the Hydralisks. Kill some Lurkers there as well. Now Corsairs and Shuttles on the top side ready to move in. Shuttles are in, but ooh, Hydralisk try to snipe down the Shuttles, but there's too many Shuttles to take it down. Unloads. Does he have a Templar? Ooh, he killed the shuttle with the Templars or the Reavers inside. 458 returning back home. Not gonna waste those shuttles. Just gonna fly back home and pick up new units. The Zerglings are in the front, doing a great job targeting down those Dragoons. Missiles are arriving on the scene as well. Zealots running into Lurkers though, and as I said before, Lurkers are actually the single best unit against Zealots. Except of course Guardians, because Zealots cannot attack up into the air. But Lurkers just absolutely destroy Zealots. So Minchul is staying alive. He's staying alive with a lot of effort, but the supply is slowly growing. He might soon have enough gas to afford some Guardians as well, and maybe some Lurkers in the back too. That's not a drop. I thought it was a drop. Just Corsairs. I mean, 458 is really multitasking really well. Picking up drops, sending mass attacks, clearing out Overlords all over the sides, putting units here in the front, storming, killing. He's doing a great job. The only thing he's not been doing is building structures for the last 6 minutes or so. It's kind of the playstyle 458 has. He builds the base really quick while attacking, and then switches over into a mode. Oh, that drop killed 20. Another drop comes in. This one's... Oh, he runs the drones away to safety just in time. He kills a couple more drones, but 44 minerals in the bank. So a great 1-2 double tap, double drop attack there from 458. Something he's generally very, very good at. And he's finally gonna build all over the map. He realizes he has not been making that much progress. We've kind of been at a standstill where both players are kind of in the same state of being. Same base size, same army sizes, same worker sizes. Things have not really been progressing. But this drop here, though, finds its way in, wriggles around. Oh, Templars are reloading, Templars storming everything at the same time. And that's the game. Minchul loses the first game. 458 wins with a pretty well executed drop there, sneaking through a nice little pathway. And Minchul could not dodge the storm. I mean, how do you dodge against 1, 2, 3 Templars? I thought there was maybe a number 4 in there. Maybe it already died. But how do you dodge 4 storms when you only have three options to dodge. You can dodge away in this direction, you can dodge southwards, or you can dodge to the north. Kind of difficult when there's 4 storms to cover every single direction you want to send your drones into. As soon as those Templars unloaded here right in front of the minerals, the game was over for Minchul. The game was sadly over. He finally did have a lot of gas there, though. He finally had a lot of gas. But there's only so many things you can do at the same time, and there's only so many things you can do when you only have 700 minerals. You could morph a couple lurkers and put them around the hive, but he had to do that 2 minutes ago, and he couldn't afford it 2 minutes ago. So 4 of 8 there with the constant pressure wins this first game against Minchul. I hope it was kind of fun. I think it was kind of exciting. I mean, Minchul kind of made nothing else but Zerglings and Lurkers and Hydralisks. But he put up a really good fight. And I hope in the next game, which we're going to do tomorrow or sometime the day after maybe, I hope that Minchul is going to continue putting up a really good fight. And maybe a fight so good he can take a win from 458. Thank you for watching. It was RGB for RGB TV, and please do return in the next video when we continue with game number 2.